Okay, guys, so it's Janie Bloggins here with No MUA. And today I'm going to do two things. I'm going to be doing a quick gel manicure with gold foil. And also, we're going to listen to my client here talk about what she does for a living. So, if you ever wanted to be a notary public, or if you just wanted more information on what they do, just listen up and she's going to go ahead and talk about it because I have no idea about it. So she's going to introduce herself and then she's going to start talking while I polish her nails, okay? So
All
your
right.
turn, ma'am.
What's up, everybody? My name is Bree. And yes, so I am a notary public and I'm also a notary signing agent. So just so you can know what the hell I'm talking about, a notary public is anyone who can just go and like notarize a document, right? But a notary signing agent is a little bit different. There's just extra requirements that one needs. So I am able to notarize loan documents. And the reason why I chose that was because no brainer, I make more money as opposed to just getting $6 for my signature. And the reason why I went, into becoming a notary public was because I was unhappy with my job. I used to be in construction sales and I was just tired of having my pay dictated by my employer and not being able to control, my schedule. Because like for me, my job was so hectic, bro. Like I had to be at work at 7 a.m. and sometimes I wouldn't get off work until 5:30.
That's a long day.
Yeah, that's a very long day. And I just found myself just drained mentally, physically. I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere with my job. I'd even asked my employer, like, hey, is there any like additional training that I can get, or like another role, like for outside sales, so I'm not in the same entry level position for 3 years. And he just didn't have anything for me. And when COVID happened, they ended up cutting our hours.
Of course.
Yeah, they cut our hours.
What'd you call it? The Great
Resignation is what I took part of in April. And when they cut our hours in April, not in April, when they cut our hours when COVID happened, I was already living paycheck to paycheck. So at this point, I'm really, having to stretch things out. And at this point, like I hadn't gotten my nails done in like a year. I haven't really done anything for myself because most of my money was just going to pay for my bills. So I remember having this breakdown in the car, and I was asking God, I was like, hey, I'm unhappy, and I'm bawling, crying. I'm telling him like, hey, God, like I am unhappy. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I know that I wasn't made to get up and just go to work and slave for somebody and barely make it in this world. I know that's why you did not put me here for that. So I was looking on YouTube and I was just trying to find different side hustles. And I had did all the shit. Like I tried to do selling clothes online. What's those little platform like Posh Closet? So I tried that. I sold a dress, but that was only one thing. And then I even tried to like teach the children in Asia how to learn English. Yeah. Okay. And that just wasn't going anywhere. So I came across this girl.
That was like for schools or something.
Individuals can do it. You just have to go through a course and just like apply and make sure you go through training for it. Because they give you the lesson plans and everything like that. But I saw this girl's YouTube and she was talking about how she made money as a notary, how she made $5,000 that month. And I'm like, let me check this shit out for myself. So I went and I did the research. I got everything that I needed. You need to have your air. This is a pretty color. Ooh, I've never had this color before, so I'm so happy you recommended this.
And this is just the first coat.
Girl, this is cute. So I went and I got my errors and omissions insurance. I got my surety bond, passed my background check. And luckily my boyfriend, because he has a moving company, he was gifted this printer, like an industrial ass printer and copier for free. And this was before I even thought about becoming a notary. So it just seems like universe just brought everything together for me, So once I finished my training, I started doing my jobs, and I started in October. And then by December, I noticed that I was making way more money doing notary than I was at my full-time job.
Does it put you in some kind of like, go ahead and switch. Does it put you in some kind of like registry, like people can find you kind of like land surveyors?
Yeah, so how it happens is that once I finished my training, I signed up with all these different signing services. Like I signed up with over 100 signing services. So the signing services,
Are they free?
Yeah, you sign up for free. You sign up for free, and the title companies reach out to the signing service for notaries, and then they contact us like, hey, there's a job, this Tuesday at 2 p.m. It's for a refinance. Can you do it? It pays $150. And that's how I would get my signings. And sometimes I would get direct work from title companies when I would go out and, market to them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really through those signing companies.
It sounds really, honestly, it sounds really simple.
It's very simple. And I wanted something that I didn't have to do too much like hard work.
And there's so many people moving. Well, for us, it's so many people moving to Texas right now.
Everybody from California
is moving
California,
over here,
Hawaii,
needing all these things. Man, I'm gonna do it.
I'm
gonna do it.
Do it. No, seriously.
And then, okay, sorry, keep on with your story.
Oh yeah, so I was at work and I just noticed that, damn, I'm making like a lot of money. So what I did was in December, I used all my vacation time because I wasn't going anywhere. Mm-hmm. So I used my vacation time and I took 2 weeks off, and I just filled those weeks up with just notary jobs. I was like, let me see, like if I'm thinking about leaving, let me see if this is really something that I could do full time. And I was blown away.
Those because 2 weeks, gotten that much money.
Those 2 weeks, I had made way more than I did at a month at my job.
What? Congratulations, man.
Thank you. And then at that point, I just had it in my head, like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I have to leave. I need to go.
You're like, why are you even here anymore?
Why am I here? And then just things that would happen in my job, dealing with customers, I would just tell myself, like, you don't have to be here.
And you know, now that you say that, it's like, so we were talking about the inner child. This is what sparked this podcast, guys. We had a whole conversation about inner child. Do you feel like nurturing and like creating that stability for your inner child
most definitely
gave you the confidence
most definitely
to go, like, to move, not so much, well, to basically be recognized that you were not receiving what you should be?
Yeah,
because you're basically stable in all other aspects of your life.
Mm-hmm. So like we talked about this. So like I grew up kind of poor, like food stamps, Medicaid, all that good stuff. Typical inner city child. That's how I was raised, and I always had this dream that I just wanted to be financially stable. And when I was in college, I was fortunate enough to go to school and have my school paid for by scholarships. Yes, it's a pretty ass color. So I would get those refund checks. I would get like $3,000 a semester in refund checks, and I ain't had no bills, so I was just blowing that shit. I was going on trips. This was the first time in my life where I felt like stable.
New money.
Yeah, first time where I like, damn, I got money now. And then when I started working and like all of my money was just going to bills.
And what exactly did you go to school for?
Business administration at UTSA. Okay. Yeah. So
So she also has a business background. Everyone. Yeah. She's not just like giving, what's it called? What do they call it? Like self-taught advice.
Yeah. No, like I went to school for this, so I know what I'm doing. But when I was working, I just felt the way that I felt when I was younger. I didn't feel secure financially.
You were having like an inner child like realization, like it was a cycle.
Yeah, like baby Bree was just like, hey, we ain't got no money. I'm hungry. I want to do this. And
baby Bree, that's so cute. I like that.
and I was just like, dang girl, like we can't get this. We can't get our nails done. We can't go shopping. We can't go
on trips anymore.
We can't go on trips. We can't go see our mom because
was it also stressing your relationship?
Big ass stress. Big stress because I felt like a bum. Not even gonna lie. I did feel like a bum.
But I know exactly what you mean.
Because like my boyfriend, he was making all this money and I wasn't making any money. I'm like, damn, why you with my broke ass?
You made you insecure.
I was so insecure, and then just even like I know he didn't mind like asking for money.
You
and
asking
stuff.
For money?
Yeah, me asking for money, but I don't like that. That's not who I am. I'm independent. Like I do my own thing. I work hard and I can take care of it, but there were times when my account was in the negatives. I only had $3 in my account.
You can put this one in at the same time.
Okay.
You can put them in at the same time. $3 in your account.
Yeah. Just $3.
And there's people living like that right now. I got kids and stuff. Because I do nails, so I make money every day. So if my shit isn't $3, I'll just, okay, well, I'll make like $50 in tips and I'll go deposit it. Yeah. It's not a big deal. To me, I mean, but I get what you're saying. If you don't feel...
And you get paid every 2 weeks, so it's like, damn, I got $3 now. I ain't gonna get paid again until I get paid again.
How you gonna survive on $3?
You know? And I gotta put gas in my car. You know, I gotta feed myself. And I just got to the point where I just had to get the heck up out of there. So those 2 weeks went by. Those 2 weeks went by where I filled my weeks up with notary jobs. And at that point, it's like, okay, we need to figure out how we're going to get out of this job. And it really just came down to, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? If I keep putting it off.
Do they like tip you as well, or they just pay the fee and then
they just pay the fee? But the fee is more than enough. You know what I'm saying? Because when I think back to being at my full-time job, I was making like a day, like after taxes and everything, like $160.
Oh my God.
That's laughable. I know your people are probably like, what the fuck?
But they say what the fuck, but look at your paycheck.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
Just because they say, it sounds nice, $15 an hour, but you get taxed on all that money. And
I was making, and compared to some of my friends that I went to school with, I was making more, but I was still struggling.
They're struggling too. They just don't want to say.
I was still struggling. It was bad. It was really bad. I never wanted to feel that low in my life ever again. I never wanted to go through that pain of not having any money. And I looked like I didn't have no money, because when you feel broken, you kind of wear that. Yeah, like I wasn't getting my hair done. I was looking raggedy. Just, shout out to my boyfriend, because I'm like, how did you deal with this, bro?
What? See, but that's we also talked about that relationships are hard.
Yeah, relationships are hard.
And that's the worst part. Not that you guys are married, but still, that's learning how to be like, okay, when he sees you spiraling into there now, he probably motivates you.
He does.
To not spiral. But women are like, see, now we're going to get into men and women relationships. But I think more so it was you taking care of your inner child.
Yeah, I had to take care of baby Bree, because I didn't want that feeling. And I knew that if I stayed at that job, I knew what was going to happen. I was going to still continue to be, the lowest paid person there, doing the most.
Well, not to make this a racial thing. Were you the only black person?
I was the only black person in my whole district. Or brown person? Yeah.
In your district?
In my district. And, and for y'all watching, y'all know how it is. You're the only black woman there. They don't want to pay you, but they expect you to do so much.
But then, they be knowing...
And I
because I know because my viewers don't know, but you're not even, and I know people don't like when we say this, but you're not even black. Nobody's black, really.
No one's
Let's
black.
Just get that.
My great grandmothers are Native American. I'm from here.
Yeah, from America. They didn't come on slave ships or anything like that. But see, these other people, they know that about you. They know, because they know the history. So when they see her, they know that to them she's basically the darkest one that they're going to allow for affirmative action, but they're not hiring any quote-unquote African-American people that came from families that are not from here.
Yeah.
And you know what, guys? Other black people know that too, and they use it to their advantage as well. That's literally what affirmative action is. So we need to that's what my next episode is going to be about. Because we can't just
I really do feel like I was the only person who looked like me there, so I'm like, oh, y'all just need that 1% or whatever the hell.
Literally, it's called, and I'm sure there was probably an Arab or or an Indian maybe, or something like that. But I'm sure there was a lot of Garcias and Hernandezes.
Yep.
There's a lot we're touching on today.
I know.
It's all relative, because a lot of people who come from families, like inner city families, like you and myself, food stamps and nothing, poor, and parents arguing because there's never enough. And what do you choose to be late on your light bill, or buy your kids some shoes so they don't get made fun of at school?
Girl, I was wearing not like hand-me-downs.
You see what I'm saying? Did you ever get made fun of in school?
No, I never got made fun of. And I think the reason why I was never made fun of or picked on was because I really did not play that shit. Like I wasn't a fighter or anything like that, but I was like my mouth is very strong, you know.
And you have but that's in your DNA. Because your DNA, you weren't made to be a docile slave, and I tell people that all the time. What you see as somebody being aggressive is just you not being able to express.
You're not about to take my power away from me. And at that moment when I was in the car crying, you know, I felt powerless. I felt like
that's what you felt.
I couldn't get out of this situation. Like, where is the way out? Like, where is the light at the end of the tunnel? Like, and I just felt so outside of myself. Like, this is not
who you are.
This is not who the fuck I am. I'm not supposed to be doing
all your
this.
ancestors, like,
yeah, and that's why, and I truly feel like right now to this day, like I told you about the blessings that I get. Like, y'all may think, oh, that's so small, but y'all getting like free cookies and free
the free
Starbucks and just people coming like, hey, you want this? Like, I know those are my people looking out for me, just blessing me with stuff. I know it
making
is.
you feel better.
Yeah, making me feel better.
I get free tacos at a restaurant that I'm not.
Girl, like I went to Taco Cabana and I got 2 free tacos. I only ordered one, but they gave me 2 extra ones. I'm like, and I was hungry that day, you know.
Or free coffee.
All that. It's the little things, and it's being able not only like, we can talk about the ancestors now. So not only connecting, like connecting the dots, but you got to know like, okay. Don't just think of it like, oh, that person was just being nice. Like, no, that was a blessing. Those are people are like looking.
It's not your lucky day. That's supposed to happen to you every day. You're supposed to live abundantly every day. Yes, I'm so excited that this worked out. I mean, and see all these little snafus and stuff. Maybe I'm supposed to do it a different way. Maybe I'm supposed to let that old stuff go.
Maybe.
You see what I mean? And do it on a different, start over.
Yeah. But I will say back to the notary.
Yes, back to that, yeah.
My last day at my job was April 9th. And I made that my last day was because my anniversary is April 12th. And I really wanted to be with my man. I really wanted to be with my man. I really wanted to just like have some us time. And, I was ready to make that leap. So I told her that I was going to give her a 2 weeks notice is what I told my boss. Yeah, that one. That was pretty. I was like, let's do a 2 weeks notice. And what she ended up telling me, and this is how I knew this is how they felt about me. She was like, oh, we can go ahead and just make this your last day. And usually like when a company knows that they have a good employee, they're supposed to like do an exit interview. They're supposed to, look and see like, well, was there anything else we could do? Was there, ooh, this is cute.
You want it half like that or you want me to do more?
We can do a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like little.
Yeah.
She just told you to leave that day.
Yeah, she just told me to leave that day. And then at that point, that's beautiful. At that point, I was like, okay, I know how you feel about me based on like how quick you let me go, And they like to preach and say, oh, we're a family. Oh,
that is rule number one. Leave. Don't even stay.
You know how they talk about these red flags on the social media now? Yes, red flag. If you go to an employer and they're like, oh, it's a family place. We think of each other as family. Go ahead and leave, because if you get sick, beautiful. If you get sick or you can no longer work there no more, they will have no problem dipping out on you or like, replacing you. None whatsoever at all. So, and at that point I was like, you know what? I'm happy that was my last day, because I was thinking so much of them. Like, oh man, if I leave, I know that they're not going to have, somebody to cover the counter. I know that, they're already shorthanded now. Like if I leave, it's going to just be really bad. And for her to just disregard me like that shows that I was thinking way too much of them and not enough of myself.
And that's what you do.
Yeah. And I always do that. I always like find myself putting other people's feelings and emotions before myself, because I don't like, confrontation or anything like that. I don't like uncomfortable situations. So I'm like, okay, well, if they're happy, then, I can just deal with it.
A pleaser.
A people pleaser. And I had to get out of that. So like just recently I've been saying more. I've been saying no more. I've been, putting myself first, because I never wanted to feel that way again. I never want to feel broken. I never want to feel
both in at the same time.
Taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want that. And when you start putting yourself first, people start to respect you more. Because if it's always like, oh, if I know I can hit her up, then she gonna do it, and they don't respect your time. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't, and respecting your time, but also maybe we don't realize that we're respecting ourselves more.
Right.
And we're just saying no more. It's not that they're respecting us more. We just, it's almost like you block that vibe of people taking advantage of you like that.
Yeah, now you can't, you what you were able to
you look
do
different even from when we first met.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's just this confidence that I feel like it gets better every day. I just feel like every day I get just more and more confident in my abilities, what I can do within myself. Because like I told you, I am a manifester. Anything that I want in this life, I get. I get every. Oh, I get. No, leave that. Okay, I get every and anything that I want out of this life. And like I was telling you, I told myself when I was younger, I'm going to go to school and I'm not going to pay for it. I don't know how that's going to happen, but we're going to make it happen one way. And I went to school. I didn't pay for it. I wrote down the type of man that I wanted. And to the T, I mean, what you got. To the T, that is what I got. I wrote down this manifestation with my notary career, and it has blossomed like to unbelievable heights. And I just know anything that I seriously put my mind to, I'm gonna get that.
Okay, so try to put your thumb in like side like this. Okay. You should be able to. We can move it. We can move.
Oh, it's in there. Good? Yeah, it's in there.
And to me, when we started talking and I heard everything, I'm like, you gave off this thing for me to really start this back up again and be like, and it's still been a struggle to do it because there's some things that I've had to deal with within myself to be able to motivate myself enough to actually stop, because it's
self-sabotage. Yes, we self-sabotage a lot.
That's exactly
we always
what happened to me in the bathroom.
In our way.
That's how I felt. It was my own self. I didn't fear it, but I felt like it was a type of self-sabotage that I was going through, or that I guess that always happens. Go ahead, switch. Can you do it with that one too? Yeah. And it'd be too hard to switch over.
Actually, it's kind of hold on. I think like that.
Hold on, let me move
They're both in there.
Ooh, sorry, y'all. Let me move my TV over here. This is our first time, so I'm trying to.
In there.
I'm trying to make. Oh,
no, it's in there.
All right. I can have the first one we did. It came out so cute though. Yeah. And then we're gonna cure it again. It's just because this lamp is not. I didn't bring my other lamp home, but it's the self-sabotage and that fear and that familiarity. And I don't mean familiarity of comfort zone. I mean familiar spirits. And that's what it is. And it's
Go ahead.
The familiars, right? The familiar spirits, they see how you recognize how I held back. Yeah. The familiar spirits don't want you to expose them because they're a parasite. They don't want to have to go back to where they came from. Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm going to chase you out of earth. Like that's literally what it is. And switch for me. And it's like we need to stop being afraid, and we need that's what taming your ego is, because at the same time,
oh baby, we can talk about the ego because she's a big bitch. She's an evil person. She's honestly like, my ego is it's
meant to protect you though.
6-year-old little girl who is scared and who is she's scared and she's very sassy, and the reason why she has a mouth on her is because she had to protect herself with her mouth, because like things at home were always the best, like my dad's substance abuse, and I like how you said that. Yeah. I just couldn't. The only way that I could really feel safe is, or like I had a one up on someone, is if I just talk back. Like I'm gonna kill you with my words. That's how I am.
But see, there's something in you because even manifesting, that saying it or that writing it down brings it, but also in the negative sense. See, that's what people don't understand.
And I had to change that because it's like my words do work, bro. If I say this, that, and the third is gonna happen to you, this, that, and the third will happen to you.
Man, you guys should see. I wish you guys could see the intensity in her eyes.
Like it will, because I have that energy. I know I do, and
I'm like that too.
But because I know that, I just had to change for the better, because when you start working with evil spirits and you start dealing with the dark side, all that heavy negativity starts to weigh on you.
Doing the shadow work that you do. That shadow is very powerful because you built it from when you were a child, not knowing. and it's very powerful.
It's a blanket.
And they always say, yes, and they always say kids' imagination switch. Their imagination is so powerful because there's no fear there, and that like that shows Stranger Things. That's herself.
Yeah.
But she was so powerful that it became so great. Made my eye twitch when I said that. These man, growing man, look, and it's like I've seen certain things within myself, and I'm like, what is that? Who said that? Like, where is that even coming from?
Right.
And when you sit down with yourself and you meditate, and you got to sit with it, and you got to talk. You can't see. And then the thing is, you can't run from it. You have to recognize it, and you have to acknowledge it. Just like that dream that I had.
Yeah.
Ever since I had that dream so backtrack a little bit. I had this dream where I was walking alone in the streets of New York in the cold, and I was really, really abandoned. My hair was disheveled, and it was like I didn't even recognize it, but it was like a 6-year-old, 7-year-old-ish version of myself, but I had yellow eyes like a panther. And I embraced myself and I took myself in, but it was such an uncomfortable thing. Also, it was such a switch. It was such a I don't know. It exposed it, and I think it got angry because it's like, well, how are we going to protect ourselves now?
Because now I'm open, I'm exposed.
Because now I'm exposed. You see me, and you're going to let me go and abandon me. And bro, when I talk about I got abandonment issues, yo. And things like situations happening, and I'm like, if I'm wrong, like I'm not even safe enough to be like, okay, I was wrong about that, my bad. Girl. To me, in my mind, that's it. I'm wrong. He cheated on me. Yeah. She's a bitch. You a bitch. And you was all in on it. That's immediately where I go to. And since now, how do I explain it? I think it keeps the power for itself. Yeah. So then if I open up and I start to do things like this and then start opening up and trusting.
Right now? Or like, how do you feel? Because
I don't feel too uncomfortable because we've already spoken about this. Yeah. But it did make me uncomfortable for like 3 weeks. And even yesterday, I was like, I should cancel. I'm gonna cancel.
Oh my
gosh, I should cancel.
I'm happy you didn't
cancel.
I'm
like, no. I'm like, I'm not. Like, and then I'm thinking to myself, why would I? It's a deep self-sabotage. And even me, like every day, you know what though? I've had, and it's weird to me because I did 3 already. It's like, why am I going through this? If I say I've been very disciplined with saying my affirmations. Like I say Psalm 91, first thing in the morning I do is say Psalm 91. Next thing I do is do 15 minutes of positive affirmations.
Oh, I like that. I might have to steal that from you.
You know what? I've been meaning to send you the links.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I struggling? Why do I feel worse if I'm doing this? But it's not that I feel worse. It's that the parasite is dying. Yeah. There's a death there. And that's why I'm grieving, because there's a death somewhere within myself. Yeah. There's a death. I even like.
It's that like little girl like kind of dying away, and then like real like big woman
growing.
Yeah.
Or
could it be more of like a butterfly, like a caterpillar?
Yeah, weren't you just listening to something about butterflies?
I was like a butterfly, like just you're morphing in. It's a morphosis. You're changing.
Metamorphosis. Yeah,
there you go. You're changing.
I've been seeing so many butterflies around too lately.
Yes, I have
so many. But then even today, like I didn't want to do it like this. I wanted to do my radio show, but the universe knows.
Yeah.
The universe knows.
And I also feel like universe put us together.
Oh yeah, big time.
You know what I'm saying? Because I told you like
leave them both in.
Both of them. Yeah. Because I told you I went to the other spot like a few doors down from your salon.
Yeah.
And the vibe wasn't there, so I was like, nah, this ain't the one that I'm usually going to. And I was really happy to see you.
A lot of people are surprised. They're like, are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna be there next month? Yeah. Are you sure you're gonna be here next time? Be like, yeah, I'm gonna be here. Okay, so these are the products I used real quick, y'all.
So cute.
Okay. And then the foil, I had got it off Amazon. I don't know exactly which foil it was. And then this is the nail foil glue that I use. It has a unicorn on it. And then, and then this is what I'm going to put on her cuticles.
Oh, what's that?
She like, I don't even know.
What's that?
This is Mango Mend Dry Skin Balm.
Hey.
Especially since I do the Russian manicure. Is it turning on and off? We're gonna cure it real good.
Okay.
because that lamp is not as strong as the one at mine. This one's 65. My other one was like 300.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. And then my other drill too was like $300, and this one was, well, no, that one was the same amount, but he said it wasn't good because of the way that it skips. You notice the other one is like smoother, and this one's like zip, 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 zip.
Yeah.
He told me that. He was like, that's why your nails don't come out good.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your honesty.
I was like, thanks, sir.
I can see like the blue, this is the blue light, but it's like kind of blue.
And then and then it's because you see, and I think when people merge like that, and I have to bring up Dr. Dilbert Blair, yes. But when people merge like that, it's almost like a fine tuning, and you know what I do feel is I feel like my DNA,
You see it's changing?
It's not changing. Yeah, like almost vibrating, like literally changing frequency. Let me show the drill bit too that I use. So I did a dry manicure on her, guys. You guys didn't see the prep. We'll do a separate video on prepping. But this is the bit I used to push back her cuticles and to prep the nail. And then I just used a buffer as well. And you see my polishing technique, I really didn't have to clean up on the sides because her cuticles were so right. But yeah, Dr. Dilbert Blair.
I got Instagram nails now.
They are Instagram nails, ma'am. They about to be on Instagram too. So, you know why? Because you know what? I need to not do it under Janie Bloggins, and I need to do it under Nail MUA. Okay. And that's why. Because it's a whole new show. I just need to let it go. But, so when you resonate, you literally, listen to the words, because it's literally you're resonating with somebody and it's changing your DNA. And like all the people that I've been hanging out with, or I won't necessarily do drugs with them, but they do drugs, or they drink every day, or they have drama with their significant other, or they're living paycheck to paycheck, and it's like, let me borrow $20. And then let me borrow. Her face, y'all. I
ain't got it.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, I don't have it. I don't have it because there's so with this notary thing, and guys, she's also writing a book about this. She's gonna do a course.
Yes, I'm writing a course.
Yeah, she's writing a course so that this is what the show is supposed to be about. She's writing a course so that way you can become a notary just like her as well, and the type of notary she is, so that you can make so what's it called?
The notary public / notary signing agent.
So that way you can actually charge what you're supposed to charge and actually make residual income, because some people do it and it was like $6 a signature, or you can just go to UPS and get it done.
Exactly.
However, what's she talking about? That's not what she's talking about. Okay, y'all. So we're not gonna tell you everything, so that way, but you need to get the course because it's a lot of information.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I got to meet you, because I'm $80,000 in student debt.
Honestly,
but that's not. You know what? That's nothing
to me. I say fuck them student loans. I ain't paying none of that shit. I just wouldn't. Like, I feel like.
But you went to school for free.
I went to school for free. You're right, but I feel like if you are not trying to be like a doctor or something like that, I feel like they really tricked a lot of people into going to school. I feel like it was beneficial if you were going to school like in the 70s or 80s or something like that. But now, girl, because when you graduate, these people are not trying to pay you.
Oh, well, I had the same issue being a graphic designer. They don't want to hire me. They see my name and they don't think that I am brown. Then when I get there, they're like, you're her. Yeah. Why the why the
We were.
And then they're like, you're also bilingual. So then they think, well, we can kill two birds with one stone with this one. But then I work there and then they treat me like crap. They don't want me to work. There's only one person. There's only one person who put me on as junior graphic designer with a project.
Were they brown like us?
No, he was Mexican.
Oh.
But he was
he a white Mexican?
Yes. But still, and he had a rec, man. I can show you. His name is AJ Cervantes, and I appreciate him. And you know who I got to work with? The guy who wrote Dancing in the Moonlight.
Are you kidding me?
I am not.
How was that experience?
He was a graphic designer. It was amazing. He taught me so much, and they were so nice to me. And you know what? The logo was Bon Sante, and they actually did the merger for Whole Foods and Amazon. That was the company that I was. So when I'm talking about the ancestors will bless you in ways that you don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I was just an accounting clerk there. He just so happened to see that I had graphic design on my resume.
Wow. That's wild.
And I still keep in touch with him.
That's
and he
wild.
got to meet my son, and my son got to shake hands with a billionaire. This guy was short selling his house for $40 million, and he was like the co-owner of the Miami Heat or something. My son got to shake his hand, and he was like
That's
very.
live. That's live
I'm
right
telling
there.
you. I'm telling you. Okay, I don't feel like they're dry all the way. They are dry though. Maybe it's
They
just
look
me.
good.
But I
I mean, you want me to just put them in there? Okay.
Yes. Yes, they do look good.
They look really good.
And I'm gonna take a picture, guys, so you guys will get to see them real and up close.
Yeah. No, they look bomb.
I love it. But see,
I've never
I
had
didn't want to
red
do
before.
red. I didn't want to do like bright red.
Yeah. No, this is
Because I didn't feel
bomb.
like that was you. So I was like, you want to do a crimson red?
Yes, and these are my sorority colors. So hey.
Oh really?
Yes,
No,
crimson and cream.
Because the blue that you had before was from for
UTSA,
for the
UTSA homecoming. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you talking about it, and I'm like, man, I've been wanting, like, one of my, every day I say I'm debt free, I'm free from debt, any and all debts from this life and the next lifetime and previous lifetimes, and it's a clean slate. And I say the Psalms, or say things like, if anybody is in Christ, he's a new creation, all the old things have passed. Like, I'm really trying, and I think that's why it's such a battle, y'all. I feel like I'm exercising myself, to be honest with you, and and taming it. And not so much pushing it out, because it's about abandonment. It's about even the story of Lucifer, and I've been watching Lucifer on Netflix. He feels abandoned by his father.
Yeah, he kicked
because
his ass
he got
out.
kicked his ass out. You see, and how many people?
And he's mad.
No shade to my mom, because I love you, mom, but that's how I had to leave my house before I graduated high school. And it was
wild.
hard. Like that's what I've been on my own since I graduated high school. So I never had that. My parents bought me a car, or any of those things. I mean, they helped me here and there when I was older, but they thought I was on crack.
That's a whole nother
episode that I don't even know if I'm ready for that.
The person who lied on you is really wrong.
She's dead ass wrong. She knows who she is too, and then runs from the confrontation or the man. But look, I was being raised around con artists. In the name of Jesus.
You do learn some things, though.
But it also creates such a sense of loneliness and abandonment, especially when you're the one truly seeking the Christ mental. It's not even a person; it's a state of being, and that's what I try to tell people all the time. It's not. Y'all don't even know how to read the Bible properly. Not to throw no shade, but I love it. Yeah, I love them. I got a little bit of lotion too. We're just gonna let that go all the way down.
Good.
Your nails look so good, but you see, you take how you were saying you didn't get your nails done. You've never had something like this before.
I've never ever in my life this is the first time that I've ever had anything like this. The gold foil. This is fancy, y'all. Like seriously.
But it looks good now when you sign. But see, okay, guys. So this is another nail tech thing. So this. Oh, let me file that one because you wanted it shorter, right?
Just on the side.
The thing about this is, how many people are you gonna see, and they're gonna see your nails? Oh, where you get?
Oh, you know where your card's at, by the way. Because I used to keep some on me. Like, oh, are you looking for?
No, I have to give. I'll get some from the salon for that. Okay. And then I'll put my name on it.
Okay, good.
So that way, but you see what I'm saying, guys? You got to pick the clients that you know.
I be out in front of people every day,
literally signing using her hands. People are gonna ask her who she did who does her nails,
especially this little gold stuff. Oh, you did this for real.
And I feel like and it's crazy that I was drunk and I broke my tripod the other day, and I was worried about it, but I couldn't even use it at its full length, guys. I literally had to make it to the smallest,
and it worked.
And it worked. I mean, I'm gonna get better at it. I'm gonna get a new one, but look at that, guys. I wonder if I can put the flash on. Oh yeah,
there we go.
Oh, we should have had that on
the whole time. But yeah, that gold.
No, but I can lighten it and InShot and stuff. Like, look at that. And then I'll just get a better camera. I feel like everything's going to start flowing to me now because I was so afraid to do this.
Yeah.
You're looking at your nose in the camera.
These look good. Yes, I don't have to put them back in there, right?
No. We're done with that. To get this dinosaur out of the way here.
Yes.
And then, man. And I'm going to take a picture now. And because I haven't been posting pictures on my Instagram. I haven't been doing anything active online because I've been really I honestly, y'all, I do this for myself. I don't do this for y'all. I really don't. So I don't feel no.
This is your therapy.
I don't have no pressure to be on there posting. I'm not gonna do this every day. We're gonna do this next time she need her nails done is the next time it's gonna be an episode or a vlog. Yeah, because this is more of a visual vlog, not a podcast, and maybe I could concentrate on other things, or maybe make that about my graph. I don't know what I can make my podcast about.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Or maybe getting deeper into certain subjects that we touch on, like inner child stuff, because y'all don't understand the thing. We're lightly skimming over stuff.
Yeah, we're not even like really going there. We're not really taking it all the way there just yet.
Sorry guys, she needed to get some lotion, and then we're gonna take some pictures. So man, there's so many more things I want to talk about. Yeah. But so, and I don't know what time it is because I know you got to go.
It's 1:02, but it's okay.
Right on time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so like I want to write a book about certain things like I've experienced, and I want to start how you said why don't you just exercise when you feel like drinking? I need to start exercising.
Yeah, you have all this space. You can I wish y'all fucking stairs like
so much space.
Stairs
and
like nothing.
Area, like that whole area right there is empty.
You can do so much.
You can do so much. I know. I want to get a neon light right here. For
all of that.
MUA. I know. But see, okay, like I was saying, I need to change the people that I hang around with.
Yeah, and I feel like once you start realizing like, nah, I'm gonna get more for myself. Fuck this shit. I feel like universe will start putting people in your life and like placing people, in front of you who can either like help you or just, just surrounding yourself with like just better people.
But also,
who also got shit going on.
Yeah, but people like you, like if you see me slipping, you be like, girl, you slipping. You gonna tell me once. And after that, that's it. I'm not gonna let you bring me down.
Yeah, because it's like, it's a support thing. Like, like if,
I know exactly what you mean. I don't want to be around people who bring me down or all I got a bottle of tequila. No. Sometimes, but what are we celebrating?
Yeah, like what's really going on? It's a Tuesday.
Today I'm gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
Today, because I did my podcast.
You can reward yourself,
and that's the thing. I was using it as a coping mechanism.
But use it as more of a reward thing.
Okay, guys. So that's it. Look at her nails. They look wonderful and beautiful. Yay. So hopefully you got to see some of my techniques. I'll try to get better at it. And I will be posting pictures after this so you guys can see. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We appreciate you guys. And let me know in the comments what topics you want to hear about and what you want to talk about. I love you guys and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.